Michael and welcome to Angling Info.
Hi, my name is Ben and welcome to Angling Info. Today I'm fishing on the Oaks Lakes complex. I've just come for a couple of hours after work, fishing the furs. There's a lot of double figure fishing here, so what I've done is hopefully I'm going to try and snag one out the edge. Fortunately, well not unfortunately, but there is quite a lot of roach in here and it is still cool even though we've had a nice day of sunshine. So I'm hoping that these roach are going to let me get through to a few carp. I've seen quite a few scrubbing about, so I'm hoping down this left edge. I've been priming it. What I'm actually using is I've got some of this Champions Feed ground bait. This was given to me by Trevor, and it's bizarre. It's so sweet in smelling, but I've caught a few fish on the deck on it. It's got like a pineapple-y kind of tropical smell to it. So I've been using that to bait the edge. I've also been putting in a bit of corn and 4 mils just periodically for the last couple of hours whilst I've been catching roach shallow, so I'll just go quickly through the rig. So I'm going to start with the elastic. It's 12 Dura hollow, the purple, so like a medium type. I don't really go any higher than that. Margin rig is 0.15 power line straight through, and that's all the way through to a size 12 with a little corn on a quick stop. I've got a number 8 4 inches from that. I've got another couple of number 8 droppers, and then I've got another one just up from that. The float that I'm using is obviously a commercial indications float. It's 0.4 gram and it's called an up and down float. It's a bit like a chimp float, but a shorter bristle, pretty much indestructible for this kind of fishing, and great for shallow fishing as well. So get those checked out on commercial indications. So what I'm going to do now is put a few sections on. I'm just going to go down this edge. Like I said, no guarantees that we're going to have any carp out today, especially as there's quite a lot of roach. So we'll give it a go anyway. So just plumbed up, just slightly off bottom, very slightly. And like I say, I've not been on this line, so I don't know if there's any fish there or anything. So I've got a slightly longer line from the float to the tip of the pole. The reason I'm doing that is it's so that I don't spook the fish. I can lower it in and sort of move the pole tip out of the way, just to not cast a shadow as the sun's pretty much over top of us. A bite straight away there, so that's a positive start. So although that went straight away, we don't know if that was a silver, but I can see a little bit of silt and stuff coming up from the bottom, so I'm hoping that there is some big fish down there. So if you've never used a quick stop before, once you've tied them on, really easy to do. If you look on my angling info, it's on there. So you put your needle into the plastic, push it through the side of the con, so it's side on, so it looks as natural as possible, and then pull it out, and then it's sat like that, so it's the carp sucks in the con, and it's pretty much just automatically hooked, and you can't really do anything about it. So just going to lower that bait in again, and like I say, once it's loading, just move that tip away from where you've loaded it into. So we're into a nice fish now. So I knew that there was something down there. I don't think it's absolutely massive, but it's definitely no roach, that's for sure. So it's because we got that soft elastic, as soon as we hit the fish, we managed to steer it away from the snags, because that's where they want to go straight away. So it's just holding bottom in front of me at the moment. So it's probably quite a decent size fish, this. So what we're going to do is just keep the tip of the pole low, and just let it chug around and tire itself out. You can't rush these big fish down the edge. This is why I put a 14 elastic on, and basically the reason for doing that is that it's sorry, a 12 Dura elastic, and the reason for that is that it's heavy enough to play the fish on, but it's also light enough that when you hook them, they don't scream off round the corner, and they don't feel much resistance until you've steered them away from, you know, what you need to steer them away from. But you know, it's probably, I wouldn't want to put a size on it, to be honest, because you never know, because some of the bigger fish in here, they do just chug around, and you don't really know what size they are, and they don't put up much of a fight. It does feel heavy, but like I say, it's we're not in any rush to get it in. So we'll just let it chug around. We've got a good strong rig, a good strong hook, and we'll just let it tire itself out. It's woken up a little bit now, so what we're doing is sinking the top kit. Just went hard for that corner, making some ground on it now, so no panic needed. We just sunk that top kit, let it go for its run. No worrying and no panicking and scrambling for sections. We just sunk the tip and we're just steering it back. Important while you're playing the fish is to keep, when you're fishing a margin line, is to keep that margin line going. So put a little bit of bait in there. So just put a few handfuls of corn, and I'm just going to put a little tiny knob of the Champions Feed ground bait in there, and that's just keeping that peg going while we've got this fish on. Like I say, it's difficult to put a size on it because it feels a heavy fish, and obviously I haven't seen it yet. We've had it on for a couple of minutes. A heavy fish. It's holding bottom, so you know you've no idea how big that could be. It could be a really strong 5-pounder, or it could be a 15-pounder. You don't know. So what we just let it take its time. Plodding, it's still not ready. As soon as we're raising the tip of the rod, the tip of the pole, it's not ready yet. So just tighten the elastic slightly, still maintaining a low angle on it, and then when it comes closer we can. So looks like a decent stamper fish. So I've seen a tail, so it does look of a decent stamp. But like I say, it's a decent fish. There we go. It's probably. I don't want to put a size on it, to be honest. It's ready for the net, and he's in. He's a decent fish. I don't think he's a double. Oh, I don't know. He's pretty big. He's a pretty big fish. So what we'll try and do is lift him up for camera. I don't know if he's going to play ball because he's still plenty of energy. He's a lovely fish. So you can see, lovely stamp fish, and obviously this is what the edge can produce. It's probably about 8 pounds, 9 pounds probably. So just gonna get safely put him back. But you know what they say, where there's one, there's usually two. So what we're gonna do is get that one's away now, and we're gonna clean my hands, and I'm gonna put another corn on and see if we've got anything else lurking down there. So like I say before, we expected that there was some down there, and obviously I've been patient because I could have gone on it when I got here straight away, and I could have gone on it earlier than that, but there were no need to. I've waited time, I've just lightly baited it for a couple of hours, and now that the sun's dropped, you know, we've managed to hook into one. So again, just going to take a single corn on. Go straight back down that same side. It's usually, the other thing is when you fish lighter elastics, you can steer them out so they don't make a lot of commotion, and you can usually get them out without disturbing the rest of your peg. Now I'm hoping that there's more than one down there, with obviously them being the edge. There's usually one or two at least extra on top of that. Going into another one. Obviously sat on that same line as before. Don't think it's as big, anywhere near as big as what the last one was. Probably just a small stocky. Trying to get under the peg there still though. Probably only a couple of pounds this one. The same sort of principle. With that soft elastic, we were able to steer it out from the edge and get it under control. And this one's probably a couple of pounds, £3 tops maybe. In fact, actually, it's something better than that. It's a tench, which is fantastic because tench is my absolute favourite fish, and to catch that is really, really buzzing because I absolutely love tench. And it's a nice little tench, that. Probably £3, and lovely, lovely fish. Like I say, tench, they must be the most beautiful fish. I really do love tench, and that's actually better than catching a big carp from down the edge, actually, to be honest, because I really do love my tench fishing, and that's absolutely fantastic. So we'll give it a little more feed and see if there's any more down there. I'm sure there is. Right, I'm going to go down the edge, and I know there's a few big carp down there. We've had a nice carp and a tench, and I've been seeing this side at this side of me bubbling. So what I'm going to do is just have a little drop in there first, see if I can try and snag one out of there. It's always good to have two edge lines if you can. And I just want to see if there's anything at this side. Fingers crossed. There's something there. I think we'll find out pretty sharpish if there is something there. We've seen some fizzing and some bubbles coming up from there, so it's important though if you're fishing on your top kit that you still have your remaining sections behind you, because some fish are unstoppable and there's nothing you can do even with sinking the tip of your pole. They just want to go, and you sort of have to follow them out. So you should always have your sections ready. But it's important when you do hook into these big fish, is just sink the tip of your pole and steer them out of the swim. And so we'll give that a try. I've had no indication, no pull under, so we'll put a little bit more touch of bait in there, and then we'll go over to the other side and see if there's anything just settled on that little bit of bait. That little nudge there. So that little bit of bait there. See if we can get another one out for the camera. The light's just dropping now, so it's a good time to have them out the edge. not the fish we wanted to finish on, but you can see, you know, it's only just start of May. We've had a little bit of sun, and we've had a couple of decent stamp fish, and then unfortunately lost that one. So, you know, thanks a lot for subscribing, and thanks a lot for all the support you give on the members groups on Facebook. So get yourself on a members day, come meet us, have a fish with us, and as always, thanks for watching and tight lines.